Hey everybody, this is David Skriga, stock chart of the day. I know that everybody, there's a lot of things happening right now. Crypto, gold breaking out, etc. But I thought I'd look to a trade that we talked about a few weeks ago. I was talking about natural gas potentially bottoming, and I love trades like this. A few of the silver stocks look like this. I did actually an update last Thursday, the day before silver stock started to rocket on Friday. Sometimes it's better to be lucky and smart, as they say. So, but where you have this huge almost like decade trading range. So, like you can buy at the bottom of the range and sell at the top of the range. And commodities tend to trade most like that because as technology, advances, even though, costs have increased somewhat because of inflation, the costs do somewhat also stay down because of technological advancement. Of course, the fracking was totally it was totally an example of this, where you can see that in the 2000s, it wasn't profitable to sell natural gas or find it below, say, $4. And it went to 13, 14 a couple times, where then this fracking advancement made it like cheap and companies could still make money, producing it at, $2 to $3. So, but what we can see here is over the last decade, whenever we've gotten to, or the last 20 years, is a 20-year chart, this kind of like $150 to $250 area range in natural gas, which we hit in 2009, we hit in 2012, 2016, 2020, and then recently, there's always been a nice rally that's followed. It went from, about $250 to $6 in 2010. It went from just under $2 to $6 from 2012 to 2014. 2016, it went from 150 to as high as $5 or roughly $5 in 2019 or late 2018. And then recently in 2020, we again bottomed in the 150 area and went to as high as $10. And in 2022, now we've fallen down here. Now, it doesn't mean that we're going to bottom overnight. In both 2015, 2016, 2020, it took a number of months for that bottom. In the case of 2012 and 2009, the bottom was more a V-type bottom. But it does tell us we're probably at some point here going to bottom in natural gas and get a good trade in it. So you could look at LNG plays. You can look at, I own a dividend play. Devon Resources is a solid natural gas company, Devon Energy. Here it is here. It's up today. And you can see the Devon looks like it bottomed with natural gas. Recently it started to move up. And, if we can break this 200-day moving average, maybe Devon really moves up to the, $55, $60 range ultimately. I just, so I have no position in this company. But I just wanted to show you that it does look like natural gas has bottomed. And it's probably a pretty good trade here. And this is what's interesting about this kind of thing is obviously you have to time it to a certain degree. But what I find interesting about these kind of trades is everyone wants to chase Nvidia, but even Nvidia, you go look at, okay, Nvidia is up 8 times from its 2021 low, but most people would have been buying Nvidia probably last year, 300, 400. So you have like a double, where if you can wait for a beaten up cheap asset, it's easy to double or triple your money. And that maybe not easy, but you can double or triple your money in the same amount of time. So maybe it won't have the impressive chart like Nvidia has going straight up, but you can do just as well. And then you can look for the next beaten up asset. The perfect example was, in natural gas, you could have sold it here in 2006 or 2008, and then look for like something like home building stocks or airline stocks, which are really cheap, in 2009, etc. So that's kind of why I like buying these beaten up assets, is that you have this 12 to 24 month time frame where you can make 50%, 100%, 200%, etc. in that time frame. So that was today's stock chart of the day. I know I'm kind of getting a little bit off talk. Everyone probably now wants to talk about precious metals or talk about crypto or talk about AI, but I just thought I would show you because we talked about natural gas potentially being in that maximum pessimism play, and it does look like that is in play. And at some point, probably in the next few years, we're probably going to see a move to above $5 in natural gas. So you could buy a natural gas ETF, you could buy the futures. Like I said, you could buy stock like Devon, et cetera, et cetera. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. This one was short but sweet, but sometimes those are the best updates. Everybody take care, and sayonara for today.